Hey, everybody. A lot to talk about here. Hello, meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. It's been a very chilly winter start to the November month with some cold air and a few flurries of snow here in the valley and across Minnesota, some accumulating snow out to the west. This week brings a whole lot of everything. A huge thank you to all of the birthday wishes that I received from you today on my Facebook page. Thank you so very much. Got to tell you what, let's talk weather. We'll get started right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, we're going to start with a look at what's going on with our weather across the region. We do have a look at our temperatures, not temperature change, while we zoom in. So I'm going to go ahead and correct this map for you here. My apologies on that. Let's go right to those temperatures. And the first thing you're going to notice here is that we do have some 20s out there. We've actually warmed up a couple of degrees throughout the afternoon here in the Red River Valley. Here we go. This should correct the temperature labels up here as we head to 10:30. 27s, Grand Forks and Fargo. Look at 7 out there on the shores of Lake Sakakawea, where we have snow on the ground, and we also have mighty cold air taking place. Our lows will be the coldest they've been this season. Remember, I was telling you last week a chance for some single digits. There we are. Hey, Hutch, what's up with you? Derek says, and got to tell you what, I had a birthday today, a little celebrating, but I got a lot to talk about because we're going to start with a look at the 7-day forecast to set the stage for what's coming as we go through the week. Coolest day Monday. I'm still sticking with 14 degrees for the Fargo-Moorhead area and points west in particular. Right now, there's a deck of clouds stapled right over us, but I do not think it lasts all night. And if we clear out, it's going to be pretty chilly out there. So I'm expecting teens here in Fargo. Serenity, thanks for watching. Next snow will hit Fargo this weekend. I should say hit North Dakota this weekend. It's too early to tell if Fargo's going to get more rain than snow. We're going to go over that. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes once again. Look at the warming trend as we go through most of our first work week here. And as we head into the middle of the month, look out, Saturday and Sunday. Now, it looks like rain is a good bet on Saturday in our area. Models disagree on Sunday whether we see rain in Fargo or snow in Fargo. So we'll walk through that here. Tristan, thank you very, very much for the birthday wishes. I sure appreciate all of you checking out and sticking with Hutch's weather as we head into the night tonight. So this is a look at our actual air temperatures as we head into the evening hours right now. And then as we go back to that radar, we'll talk a little bit about our forecast. And again, now, what's going on with the radar for tonight? Things are fairly quiet in our neck of the woods. That's not the case for Chicago. We have winter storm warnings out there. We do have some weather that's rolling into parts of Indiana. Fort Wayne with measurable snow. Look at Chicago. This is fetch. We call this airflow over this huge lake fetching water. That's the lake effect snow taking place off the shores there outside of Chicago. Fort Wayne, South Bend, 6 inches of snow on the ground there. And as we look out towards the other Great Lakes out here, upstate New York, picking up snowflakes, as is parts of Ohio on the North Shore. Not too far from you folks in Cleveland and also out toward Toledo. So that's what's going on. We have a couple of flurries showing up here south of the Twin Cities. And for us, we're fairly quiet on the radar front right now. Serenity, thanks again for the birthday wishes. So much appreciated. Thank you very much, Cheryl, for joining me. Hey, Clarine, happy day to you. I hope your weekend was wonderful, Bernadine. Now let's check out this forecast. Snow is in the forecast. Here's what I want you to know. Share this with your friends out there and let them know because there is going to be a chance. Now, this is a look at the, we'll just call it the results. And I want to say, this is not a forecast. This is an initial look at snowfall potential from the European model. You saw with the last round that the chances of snow as we got closer and closer to the weekend event didn't shift too much, and it stayed out of Fargo for the most part. I thought we might see a few more flakes than we did, particularly in southeast North Dakota, but most of it stayed out to the west. This is a system starting on Saturday, lasting into Sunday, and this is showing serious snow potential for the Red River Valley. But there's big differences between the two major models. Here is the American model called the GFS, or the Global Forecast System. It is a huger band of heavy snow, and it's mainly focused in the western half of the state. So the track of the storm is still up in the air with a shift this large. However, I will say, with both models agreeing that we have the chance for some significant potential, it looks like a good bet for rain in the valley with either track. And then that could switch over to snow as we go into Sunday, with depending on which model shows up, and tends to be more right, or maybe both are going to be wrong. So why don't we take a look at those models right now in our region? Let's get right to the American model right here. No, let's start with the European model. My apologies why my eyeballs wander. Here's that European model to show you that first band of snow chance, and it was keeping most of it here in the Red River Valley. Are you ready to see this, Roxanne? Thank you. Eek is right. I'm saying the same thing with you right there. And again, thank you for uploading your photos. We'll check out maybe one or two of those if we have time here at the end. High pressure moving over tonight. That's another reason why we're going to get cold, and that we're going to clear out as we go towards Monday morning. So Hutch believes this will be the coldest morning of the year, quite possibly here in the FM area, and particularly out in the central Dakotas down into southeast North Dakota. So watch that. It looks like it's going to be chilly. Then as we go through the day, south winds push the warm air in. That's going to make a band of precipitation along the international border along a warm front. That could be snow up there, and it could be a ½ inch to an inch in a couple of spots at best. Most of us will enjoy quiet weather and nice weather for our Monday night is what you're looking at here. Then, and only then, we get a little bit of a splash of cooler air, but that's into Wednesday morning. And then welcome warm up. Welcome sunshine. Temperatures start on the up and up again. So it looks like after a very chilly start to the week on Monday, each day will bring some improvement. South winds really start ripping. Look at all these isobars when they're this close together. That wind is driving. This is a southerly wind right here that will be rocking its way through as we go through your late week. Then watch what happens. Colorado low develops as we head into Friday night and into Saturday. Now, this European model shows rain showers likely with some thunder in the forecast, a possibility, not out of the question, even with the temperatures that we've had. Changing over, mixing with some snow as we go into Saturday midday. Boom, this system works its way north, and then we have some rain showers setting up shop. Notice another low moving up here from Iowa. Heavy rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder, and mixed precipitation setting up shop. Look at this. This is the Red River Valley. So this is places like Ada, Borup. We're looking at our friends here in Halstead. We're looking at Fargo-Moorhead. We're looking at Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, all the way up into the, well, you folks up in Kitson County can expect a wintry mix potentially if this European model pans out. Gusty winds, and a narrow band of what could be heavier snowfall with this system. Changing back to rain as we go into the nighttime hours of our Sunday and then exiting. So that is what happens with these kind of transitional season events, and it could be pretty significant in the area. Now, what says the American model? Let's show you that. Here we go with this one. Now, let me go ahead and switch this over. So now you're looking at the American model guidance here, and let me pop this up. I got to be able to control the other window here, so let me do that. Okay, now when we take a look at the timeline on this, we have our high pressure south wind will start warming up as we head into your Tuesday. A little weather wiggle thanks to a warm front moving through the north. That is into Tuesday night. Then after a cool one Tuesday night, we start really warming things up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The wind gets strong. And here we go with Friday night showers setting up possibly along a narrow band. So here's low pressure here sneaking all the way up. Doesn't look widespread yet as we go into Friday night. But on Saturday, look what happens here. Some moderate to heavy rainfall activity setting up shop. And this is the newest run of this American model here for the day today. I wanted to point out this model here. Pardon me while I pull up the more the other run that's more comparable here. So we're comparing apples to apples. Here we go. Rain showers on Saturday, low pressure moving right into the Red River Valley, keeping things rain here across Minnesota, but the snow out to the west. So this is going to change back and forth. These models will do this, but it's something we'll be watching. The next event may be next weekend. Rain for many could be heavy in spots too, and snow could be heavy in spots as you saw from the start off graphic there. So remember, temperatures first thing in the morning will be on the cold side out there as we get started with your work week. We're talking about in Fargo-Moorhead, temperatures in the teens, warming only into the 30s for the day. Thank you very much, Valentoria. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Jason Mickelson, thank you very much as well. So it's a happy birthday for me. It was a great day, a wonderful weekend. Yesterday on Saturday was celebrating my mom's birthday, and mom passed away this year. We sure miss her. I sure miss her, and I thank you for all your thoughts and well wishes there. And it was the anniversary, this 2-year anniversary of Hutch's Weather. I started with you 2 years ago right here after a nearly 30-year career of on-air broadcasting. Kathy, thank you so very much. So temperatures warming through the week here in Fargo and most of the region. We will have a great shot at 50-degree weather in many places by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then look out, we could get some mixed and wintry weather as we work through the weekend ahead. And that is what we have going on. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you all. Drop a comment on here. I have some exciting news that I'll be sharing with you very soon here on Hutch's Weather. Make sure that if you're on my Facebook channel, I'm going to ask you to please, at my posts, if you go to my page and you see my posts or any post of mine that comes across your feed, if you see a blue notice on there that says follow, click that and follow me, and you'll get more updates of when Hutch is going live, like I am right now. Also, I just got to thank you very much, Herman. I appreciate you wishing me a very happy birthday. It's been a fun one. If there's anything else you would like to look at here, but we did have temperatures today that were on the cool side, so we'll take a look at those peak high temperatures and lows. Look at this. We're back in those mid-teens today, so a very chilly one to start the weekend. A lot of single digits out near Minot. Look at this, sub-zero readings this morning in places not far from Crosby, so northwest. North Dakota, sub-zero air hit thanks to that snow and ice that was on the ground, the clear skies and the calm winds. And then as we went through the afternoon, she was a chilly one out there with 20s where you see these blue colors, a few of us making it into the low 30s today. And some of our warmest temperatures are happening outside right now in the FM area as our temperatures climbed up to 28 degrees for the day. Southwest North Dakota, near Bowman, near Rame, you folks are enjoying temperatures in the 30s, 33 for Hettinger and Lemon, South Dakota, as we go into Sioux County as well. And the capital city, Bismarck, seeing those near freezing temperatures at this as a peak temperature for today. So that is a look at your weather. Now let's go ahead and head on over to hutchesweather.com. Just want to point out too that we do have some exciting photos that have been uploaded across the region, including some first flakes ones. And I wanted to share this. A look at the calipers in North Fargo. Now, it wasn't a real deep snow or anything like that, but it sure was fun to look at there. Right behind the sign here, you can see that Charlie in North Fargo had the caliper. If the calipers touched the snowflake, Charlie was saying that it melted the snowflakes. They were so tiny out there. But this would register as a small snowflake of about 0.65 inches on there. Or no, 265 inches on the caliper there. That might be just a little larger than it is because he couldn't touch it. But nonetheless, that's 0.265 inch diameter hail. Wow, it's definitely not headache snowflakes. That's not hail either. That was snow. And we did get some first flakes posted up here. Let's see if I can put that up for you. Thank you, Amber and Moorhead. Not really a blizzard of the season, but you know what? There were some flakes coming down, and I don't know if I was happy about it. Were you happy about it? And a great shot here from downtown Fargo. Look at the colorful lights starting to show up around the region. 'Tis the season, folks. Tiffany, thank you for sharing and uploading your photos. It's amazing to have all of you on board on Hutch's Weather. It's been an honor to be your meteorologist for all this time. Thank you for heading to my website. Thank you for going there and checking out the interactive radar. Thank you for taking care of my fine sponsors on hutchesweather.com, because without them, none of this would be possible right now. And road conditions have come in particularly handy. And I just want to take a moment and point out that if you head over to Hutch's Weather and you click on the road conditions tab here, you're not only going to have access to what's going on with regards to those road conditions right now across the region, you're going to be able to look at different states in the area and see what the road conditions look like, but you can also pull up those cameras and see what they're showing across the area as well. So numerous states and provinces to include Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and if you scroll down the page just a little bit, don't forget about the snow accumulation map that you can peruse around. And let's go take it out to the Great Lakes area right here and see what the forecast is for snowfall potential in the next 24 or so hours. You got to hit the play button here. Once you hit the play button, it's on and it's calculating. Oh my goodness, look at all the lake effect snow on the south side of the shores of the big lake out here. So Lake Michigan's going to burp out a bunch of snowflakes out there in this dark blue shade here. That represents snow between, say, about 4 and 8 inches of snow or more in those purple colors purple bad on these maps, okay? Off towards Jamestown and New York State on the west side out there, not far from Erie, PA. Looks like some pretty healthy shovel trouble for our neighbors out there. And then you can roll up to the top here. Pick your state. Again, a pro tip, and I said this last time, is to go to the legend right here where it says layers. Click on that and turn the cameras on. When you turn these cameras on, there's the toggle there at the bottom. You can go ahead and click on a camera in the area where you're driving and see what the road conditions are with the colors, okay? But you can actually click on the camera and say, what's this blue here? Let's see what is going on Interstate 94 out there. And oh my goodness, that certainly looks a little bit different than what we have here on the eastern side of the state. So travel with care and travel with confidence, knowing you can get all the information you need right here on Hutch's Weather. Thanks. Simon says he was excited to see the snow, and thank you for the happy birthday wishes, Simon and Cheryl, and I hope all of you have a wonderful night. I will be back with updates in the morning, but for now, have a great evening.
This has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Hutch's